Wait, pause. Before the video starts, I do want to say that I am aware that the day the Waynes died, they were actually watching Zorro, like the play they were witnessing was Zorro, so it's kinda obvious to assume that Batman was heavily inspired by Zorro that tragic night, but I never really thought of the similarities between the two. It's kinda freaky to think about. Let me explain. Zorro is the Mexican Batman. No wait, Batman is the American Zorro.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The point is that they're like two peas in a pod. If those peas were both rich mofos with alter egos that fight crime in all black suits and like to leave a calling card after dealing with bad guys and poom pooms. I mean, technically, Zorro came before Batman. You see, Zorro was created back in 1919, right after World War I, and Batman came after in 1939 when he made his debut in. So, first came Zorro, then came Batman. Now, this video isn't intended to poo on Batman or anything of the sorts. I actually love Batman and constantly tell my girlfriend, I'm Batman. But the other day we were watching Zorro with Mr. Antonio Banderas in the lead, and my oh my, if this movie isn't the Mexican telenovela version of Batman, then Stephen Hawking was never on that island and it was just a doppelganger that looked, talked, and had weird kinks just like him. The first similarity that popped open like Zorro sexually harassing this poor woman
He did.
was, well, the most obvious one. Their attire and spandex. Both of these orphans love the color black and prefer to hide only the top part of their face rather than going all. What have I got? Both of them use these disguises to fight crime, protect the ones they love, and stick it to the man. I guess the only difference is Batman's cowl, which, if I'm honest with you, sometimes seems a bit impractical.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
Other than the all-black attire and facial expression availability nose down, they also both use a similar set of weapon arsenals. Both do not use guns, and rather rely on their wit and almost inhumanely advanced fighting styles to put enemies on their buttocks. Zorro's signature weapon is his trusty sword that cuts through foes smoother than Uncle Slapchop.
I love my nuts.
While Batman uses, well, obviously this isn't the same for both of them, but considering Zorro is based on a tale from the early 20th century, and Batman is, well,
Beautiful, isn't it?
they are a bit similar. Other than black spandex and
You want to cover half of this face?
their real egos, or the people who they really are in society, are similar as well. Let's make a quick checklist just to verify this. Tragic backstories.
I want you to know, I consider this an honor.
Check. Dual identities.
Batman? Yes, Mr. Wayne. Have you heard Mr. Freeze's scurrilous demands? Just briefly. If Robin and I act as go-betweens, are you...
Yes, me too.
Check. Wealthy background.
How did you get the house back from the bank?
I bought the bank.
Check. Good with the ladies.
No bite at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one to Zorro. My man drips in Riz, while Batman, well, sometimes he just drips.
Man, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna need to be open to more things that we haven't. Sorry.
That's okay.
Don't worry about it. It happens.
Awkward.
So, with the exception of Riz, I gotta say, the more and more I think about it, the more I agree with my original hypothesis. You see, you take Batman, put him in a Mexican telenovela, and what you get is Zorro. Oh, you're still not convinced? Well, let me show you two clips from two different movies, and tell me if you can spot a similarity.
Impossible.
Well, if you said one's a bat and the other is a Z, you are correct. I mean, come on. It can't be only me who sees this and thinks automatically about this. I think it's kind of crazy that this similarity hasn't actually been talking about a lot. Yes, all superheroes have symbols, I agree, but I don't think I've ever seen an S emblazoned in a fire or a Spider-Man symbol set alight from a distance. And ironically, I don't think any other superhero, folklore character, or whatever the hell this is, could emulate something like this and actually have it work. Batman and Zorro are the only ones. Period. The Z and the Bat both strike fear. Like, if I see this in the middle of the night, I'm probably shitting my pants and telling my mom to get the camera. Ultimately, what I believe truly ties these two legendary cape characters together is their undying commitment to justice. Batman's out to make Gotham safer than a fortress guarded by 1,000 bat robots, while Zorro's slashing through corruption in California like it's a particularly unruly piñata. They both prefer hand-to-hand combat, and with the exception of Zorro, prefer not to kill their enemies. And I think Zorro, similar to Batman, wants to make California a better place, just so people don't have to experience what he experienced as a child.
I promise to hold you together.
So, whether you're in the mood for Gotham's gloom or California's swashbuckling splendor, rest assured the world is in good hands. Masked, caped, tight buttocks, and ready for action. After all, who needs a therapist when you're a billionaire with a bat obsession or an aristocrat with a sword complex? Not these guys.
Computer,
Go ahead.
are we near the orphanage?
Yes.
Great. Let's turn those frowns upside down.